volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Third eye, your volcanic eye. Now become fearless and volcanic and burn away the tamoguni quality of matter and souls. Tapasya means volcanic, the fearsome form of Maya, and the elements will become cool. Your third eye, your volcanic eye, will make Maya powerless. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 15. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Today's topic, third eye, your volcanic eye. Didi Manmohini ji's specialities shared by Dadi Prakash Mani ji. 8 point Didi's part. If you were to think about it, then you would feel that Didi has gone. But the feeling is that Didi is always present in Madhuban. This was also a sudden reason for Baba to make everyone shake. It is seen that all the souls who have gone will once again come and hold Baba's hand, to bring many other souls close and to give them a drop. This is also Didi's part. This is a practical reel that is taking place. Many souls have a very old relationship with our Didi. They will also come and claim their inheritance. This curtain will also continue to open. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi ji.
Om Shanti. It's such a beautiful experience just for a few moments in presence of Didi Manmohini. You know, the meaning of her name is attracts the minds. Didi had so much love for Baba. There was nothing else in her life, just Baba. And that used to help us a lot. But then how she will had such clarity about Shrimat. What is Shrimat? Of course, for mind, Shrimat is Manmanabha. And for words, Shrimat is constantly keep singing the praise of Baba. Singing or speaking. And the Shrimat is that every action should be of service. And then based on that, whether it is use of our time, use of our thoughts, use of our wealth, every resource, she will give us directions. But the focus was not just on external, which is important, but she had focus on our internal stage, spiritual stage. Two things she will do whole day. Mm. Are you in remembrance of Baba? Baba yaad hai? While walking, talking, from wherever she will come. Baba yaad hai? Mm. And then she will teach us that if you don't have remembrance, you say thank you, I will remember. And if you are remembering, then also you say thank you because reminder. And second slogan, she all the time say, we have to return home. We have to return home. Once it was during day, I think 11 in the morning, she came to me and she said, you have to offer bhog to Baba. So I said, but it's midday and I didn't know before. Then she will say, I want you to offer bhog to Baba. Hmm. I will not ask you after if I say no. And I didn't want it that she should have access to me to ask me whatever I have to do. So I said, okay, Didi, I will offer bhog. Hmm. Then one time, few times used to happen. One who has to take class didn't, not well. Once there was a morning conference, 9 o'clock, quarter to 9, one who had to speak got sick. So Didi will call me and say, can you do that? I say, yes, I will. One time I said, but I need time to prepare. She said, are you Ganges? I said, yes. So do devotees inform Ganges that now you time to flow? And that I never forget because she said, the ponds are still, but rivers are always flowing, Gyan Ganga. And from that day onwards, anytime anyone, can you explain this? Can you do this? No, you didn't give time to prepare. So she always reminded us that we are Gyan Ganges. Any time, any soul who wants to purify, they could come and have dip in the Ganges. Ganges doesn't need to prepare. I don't know how many of you had been to the Ganges River in Haridwar. It's so beautiful there. Once we had gone for a conference of saints and sages, Dali Janki, myself, we all went. So people wanted to go around. I said, no, I will sit here on the bank of Ganges. I still remember the feelings of very soft sound of the waves. And then there are temples all around. Har Ki Pauri, they call it as the main. And the bells are ringing, devotees are singing. But this whole gentle sound of the waves of Ganges. And I know now because they throw a lot of stuff, flowers and lamps and lot of things. So every night, government now, they clean it, stop the flow, they clean completely and then let the water flow again. It's very beautiful now. So each one of us now constantly internally, whether it's churning, whether it's implementation, but should be like Gyan Ganges, Gyan Ganga, so that any soul, anytime wants to experience, they should feel that they could take dip in it, right? So Didi Mohini's teachings were really, and recently I mentioned, I'm repeating it, that, as young person, we used to little mistakes here there. Even some of the words, because she was very much in vocabulary of Brahmins. This word, no Brahmin dictionary, no this word. Was very, very, so she will inform you that you shouldn't be saying this way. You should say this way. One word she uses, khandan nahi karna, mandan karo. Don't try to break something, but mend. Every time you have to mend it. And that is where people say that your tongue could be the scissors, but it can also be thread and needle, right? It depends what words you say. Does it cut relationship or does it mend relationship? Same is about knowledge. Didi says, say knowledge in such a way. God is not omnipresent. Other ways to say that He is our Father, He is supreme, we are His children. And that automatically proves that He is not present. So there was a beautiful way she will teach us how to mend everything, not break anything. So I really feel proud that she was my teacher and later on also helped me every time giving proper directions and lot of help bringing us close to Baba. Homework for tomorrow is Baba is saying that third eye, Baba says, is now also your volcanic eye. So Baba says that now become fearless and volcanic. And burn, Baba says, burn whatever is tamoguni. So Baba says that tamoguni, that is to bring the purity in the nature elements. The nature is one thing and matter is another thing. Matter is material things. They are made from nature. But 5 elements is the nature. So Baba says tapasya means volcanic remembrance. And it is only by your having remembrance that the fears, Baba says, then the fears fear some form of Maya and fear some form of elements. Baba says that they will become very cool. Volcanic eye, what it will do? Baba says your third eye, your volcanic eye will make, Baba says, Maya powerless. Beautiful, strong, powerful, but will be definitely, when we apply this, what Baba is saying, or be the embodiment, and with our third eye, we generally always see through these eyes, right? Which we will. But then we see gross things still. But if we have volcanic eye, then it will help others in their transformation also. It's a very, very beautiful point. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
Good evening, Abhyakti Parivar. Um, I was thinking about fearlessness from the Abhyakt signal. And the question you asked in the Hindi thing, do you have any fear? How about you, Didi?
Not fear of Maya or elements, but not fear, but attention on that fulfilling my responsibilities. So I remember that when I got this assignment, it was not fear, but this is like, how will it work? What it will be like? Some thoughts to come. But otherwise, generally, I'm fearless.
It feels very attractive, fearlessness. It feels very attractive. When you were talking about Didi, I was thinking about all of the dadis who had no fear at all. All of them had no fear at all.
I think that majority, I will say, but one sister, one dadi, she didn't like to go to dentist, right? So she had fear. And I said, okay, I will take you to the best dentist and there won't be any pain, all that. So I don't think they had fear in a external way. You know that all dadis, and when they went to Abu at the night time, they used to do security duties outside. And they were brave, yeah.
Right?
Many times there were in Karachi some attacks by anti-group, and they were fearless. They will fight for it. Many stories.
Right. We didn't hear those stories. Tell us one story about that.
One time there was an anti-group, so there were, of course, many bhavans, many houses. One at big gate, very big iron gate. So they were trying to break it to come in. And so all dadis, they had nothing, but they brought um, roti roller, all these big spoons, big size. And when they will trying to clip, they will hit them on their hands. And when Dadi was sharing, they had so much fun, so that finally they couldn't break it and they all left. But all of them brought something from the kitchen or whatever. And when like they putting hand on the top of the gate to come, they will hit those hands. They all will. Kind of finally they did it. So I don't think they had any fear.
Mm.
That's why a group of 250 women, and definitely they were fearless.
Mm. One more question from the Avyak signal. Baba was talking about the third eye being the volcanic eye. And yesterday you were telling us that you went to the doctor and you sat in volcanic yoga there. I want you to walk us through how you did it.
No, I don't know if I entered with volcanic yoga, but when we came to New York, USA, I didn't had any insurance or anything. But then I think very short time, Dr. Kala, who is now in Peaceful Age, she became Baba's child, and so we had few apartments. So she rented just across us. So when a doctor calls doctor, you get appointment immediately. So we had Nirvair Bhai one time. He had eye problem. Then it happened, with me too. So she will take us. We get appointment. And then naturally, like if one time I had to do X-rays. So bill was like 450 something at that time. Now you start with 450. That's initial first day fee. So when everything was over, she went out. So thought, let me pay and then she will call me and we go. So she went at the desk to pay. She opened her checkbook but I kept sitting there, with the doctor. He kept looking at me, what you do. Then I start talking and all that. Because I said, I don't have money. I don't want her to pay money. So he came outside and he told waiver the fee. So we served in a way because we didn't have any, but at least we had Baba's remembrance, power of yoga. So many things we did and we didn't pay anything. It's like,
It's a practical form of volcanic yoga.
at that time we didn't talk of volcanic yoga, but it's just remembrance of Baba. And, like your heart is not saying that somebody should pay for me.
Right, right.
We were so careful not take from anyone, not somebody. And of course, then whatever came in Baba's bandana, you had to pay bills and everything. But then the magic happened and, we will get everything done.
Baba's
So
magic.
I think when we came to England, then Dadi Janki keeps saying, uh, because, we did lot of like sponsor, no? Or people felt they are serving us, we should, serve them. And Dadi Janki said, no, you all have habit of signing the checks because then centers started all that.
Didi, Baba today was saying, and you started also today with talking about Srimad. At the end of the Murli, in Sakar Murli, Baba was saying at every step you have to take Srimad. If you don't know, ask Baba. So now that Baba is not here, how do we know what is Srimad? And if we want Srimad on something, how do we take it?
I mean, generally you discuss with your instrument because they have more experience. Like there was a family mother. She came to Baba and they were almost surrendered. She had, I think her son or daughter was getting married. So she wanted to give her diamond rings and very wealthy family. Then she went to Baba and said, Baba, this is what I want to give in dowry. So then Baba said that why you have to, like, so that then what should I do? So she gave. But what I'm saying, for everything, like, it was easy to go to Baba.
Mm.
But now we also have some kind of, like, when we came in knowledge, our family, every family has a lot of social, in Sindhi families, one child, this much money, you give this much sweets, dowry, lot of that. So my mother, my older sister was married. She came in Gyan. So they expect every festival, this much sweets, this much money. So she started reducing.
Mhm.
So she said, if they need it, it's all right. But if it's a social custom,
Right.
I not necessarily want to. So start like reducing. Now, if you don't give, then it's problem for the daughter because
Absolutely.
in-laws will keep saying nothing came from your parents' home. But some or other gradually think. So because we are so much into social, society has so many system, customs, and all
Mhm.
that. So then with the knowledge, you gradually come out of all that and you do what is right. Like Nimal Shanta Dadi Baba went to see her at her in-laws' home. So every time he will go, he will take lot of jewelry, and because that's what his business was. At that time, he didn't take anything. So when Baba came, she thought there will be lot will be coming. And Baba started sharing knowledge because Baba said, these are the real jewels I have brought this time for you. Then later on, she realized, but in the beginning, it was, big change. So I think that in families, within families, you have to be gradually understanding, applying, so that you don't create more bondages and just don't do because of custom systems.
Mm. How will we know, Didi? How will we know? If someone is in a center, they don't have access to you. How would they know what is Srimat in any situation? Is there a way we can tell?
I think that lot of people, if really, it's not question of little things, but when there is major thing, most of the instruments will either send a, what do you think about it? Or what do you say? Then I help them.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
But also, like today you told about what event telling about this Miami sister. And we are very close. We were, when we went for retreat, she will cook for us. So I told Bhumi went. She said, but this morning she was in a wet Murli, in the class. And she fell maybe after that and broke lot of bones and all.
Femurs, 4 places.
So that way also people call, inform. If you see messages, there are at least 100. Some reply with another. So
Hmm.
yeah, people when they have something in their life, we help them with Baba's remembrance and whatever.
Right, right. Um, One of the things Baba was saying today was about Maya. And I thought in the Sakar Murli, and then the Avyak signal you just read, Baba was talking about to get rid of the third eye with Maya. Maya becomes powerless. I was wondering about the connection between what is going on with Maya, with remembrance. Like, what exactly is this
See,
happening?
Maya are certain assumptions in you. It's like your illusions, it could be your some effect from past sanskars. Because Maya doesn't have entity, right?
Right?
And Maya is not vices. But Maya is like certain state of mind. And then you start losing faith and you say, oh, I don't trust anyone. Like you are going through something. That's actually Maya. So when there is remembrance, whether I remind that soul or that soul remembers, then there is no Maya, no fear of Maya.
Right.
A lot of people, when they come in Gyan, they are so afraid to do certain things. Oh, maybe I will get attached. Maybe I feel one should be very natural and be careful, but you can't always have this subtle fear that it could be again attachment. If I do, somebody was saying, if I give this, it will be attached. I said, so the fear of attachment.
Right.
And then gradually they understand that be detached observer and you don't have to have fear.
Yes.
So fear of Maya is more into this whole state of mind different which comes.
One last question. A couple of days ago, someone was telling me that they're feeling lonely. And I was wondering what your thoughts about loneliness are. They have family around, everything is good, but why are they feeling lonely?
See, people have to be part of the family, and some don't know. Let's say Amrit Vela, listening Murli, doing yoga together, it's be together. But some, oh, I don't like this, so I do yoga alone. I do, they separate themselves. And that isolation then make them feel lonely. Otherwise, but also it's our duty to include them. If we are eating, come, you join us. Don't leave anyone alone. Both ways, I think, is important.
Right.
Yeah, some do suffer. And it's not people's fault, but sometimes people isolate themselves. And, oh, I can't do this. I don't like crowd. I like to eat alone. Okay, then they isolate. Gradually, they become lonely.
So, Didi, I really liked what you said just now about Maya being certain assumptions. And so, what are the
They say
assumptions?
Maya is illusion, Maya is assumption.
Assumptions. So, what are the assumptions going on when someone says they're feeling lonely? What is the illusion going on there?
I think there are a lot of souls have different sanskars, and so they are sensitive about certain things. If others are doing this, oh, I don't like to do. Once we had a ras here, one soul walked away. What is all this? She doesn't connect with that joy and family gathering, and so they are like aloof in a way.
Right, right.
So then they feel, oh, I'm not part of this. But you can be now. Dadi Janki used to say, I do not miss any opportunity to be with the family. She's always, you know that Dadi, when in dining room, will always come on wheelchair, go from table to table, talk to everyone. So it's a big, lovely family. So don't isolate and make yourself aloof and then feel lonely. First, Baba is with you, then we all are together too. Right? Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.